Here we have a problem on integration. That is, we have to find the integration of the function e to the power of 3x positive 5. Okay, so before I start integrating the given function, let me consider an integration of e to the power of x dx. Okay, so what is the integration of the function e to the power of x? So it results just e to the power of x positive integral constant c. So whenever I integrate a function e to the power of x, it results the same e to the power of x positive the integral constant c. So what's the difference between the function we have in the question over here and the function we have over here? So in the function that I have written in red color over here, so at the exponent of e, we just have x. So when I have just single variable at the exponent of e, easily I can get integration for this one. That is, I have to write this function as it is. So, but the problem in over here is we don't have single variable at the exponent of e. We have a linear expression. So that's a trouble for us. So what I need to do is, so if I have a single variable at the place of 3x positive 5, I can easily find integration of this one. So for that, I'm going to substitute a new variable for this expression over here. That is, let u is equal to 3x positive 5. So here I'm going to integrate the given function using the method of substitution. So because my aim is to get single variable at the exponent of e, so that the process of finding integration will be easier. So for that, I plug in as a single variable u for this expression 3x positive 5. That means I change the complete integration to the new variable u. So the original integration is in the variable of x, so that we have dx over here. That is, we do integration of this function with respect to x. So when I change it to the new variable, so everything has to be u. That is, the integration has to be done with respect to the variable u. So when I do integration with respect to the variable u, instead of dx, I must have du. So from u, if I want to get du, what do I have to do? So for that, I have to find derivative on both sides with respect to x. When I find derivative of this u with respect to x, I'm getting du over dx. And when I find derivative of this stuff, so here 3 is a constant multiplied by the variable. So when a constant, when a variable is multiplied by the constant, I have to keep the constant as it is. And when I find the derivative of this variable x with respect to x, it will just become 1 positive. The derivative of this constant will become 0. So I'm getting du over dx equals to just 3. Okay, now my aim is to get du. So for that, I have to get rid of the dx in denominator. For that, I multiply both sides of the equation by dx. When I do so, this dx will cancel out. I am getting du equals to 3 times dx. Okay, so I need dx in this equation. So for that, I have to get rid of this 3. So for that, I multiply both sides by 1 over 3. So then this 3 will cancel out. I'm getting 1/3 times du is equal to dx. Okay, now let me take this given integration over here. So integral e to the power of, so now I can replace this 3x positive 5 by u, because that's what we have assumed for this 3x positive 5. So then it will have e to the power u. Instead of dx, what should I write? So instead of dx, I have to write 1/3 times du. So times 1/3 times du. So here 1/3 is a constant multiplied by the stuff in the stuff over here. So whenever in integration there is a constant multiplied by the stuff over here, the constant can be moved out of the integral. So this 1/3 can be moved out of the integral. Then I'm getting 1/3 times integral e to the power u times du. Now this integration is exactly in the form of e to the power of x dx. So integration of e to the power of x dx equals to the same stuff, whatever stuff we have here, the same is the result for this integration. Further, we have to add the integral constant c. So 1/3. So the integration of e to the power of u with respect to u equals to the same e to the power of u positive integral constant c. Actually, this constant, this variable u is taken by us. It has to be replaced by the original stuff 3x positive 5. So to make the integration process easier, temporarily I just use the variable u. So once we are done with the integration, the variable which was taken by us has to be replaced by the original stuff, that is 3x positive 5. So now we can plug in 3x positive 5 for this u. Then we get 1/3 times u to the power of 3x positive 5 positive c. I got the integration of the given function, that is e to the power of 3x positive 5. So the integration of e to the power of 3x positive 5 with respect to x equals to 1/3 times e to the power of 3x positive 5 positive c.